Welcome to the first video in the SEO Made Simple series. In this video, I'm going to share with you at a very high level what SEO is and the different types of SEO that you can utilize to help increase traffic and visibility to your website and your business. Before we begin, if we haven't met yet, I'm Meg. I'm a yoga and meditation teacher turned Squarespace web designer and the founder of Floating Lotus Design. I'm here to help you elevate your business and your website without the tech overwhelm. Before we get started, if you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and give that like button a tap or subscribe so that you don't miss any of the upcoming videos in this series. So what is SEO? Now, most people think who doesn't know what SEO is? But a lot of people do. If you're new to running a website or to the online business world, SEO is a term you're going to hear a lot and it can get a little bit overwhelming. What I hope to show you in this series is that SEO doesn't have to be as complicated as it seems, and everyone can get started on their journey with ease. So SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. And this is the way that search engines find, love, and serve your content up to the world. The goal is to, over time, increase your authority and your trustworthiness to the search engines and to the world so that your business and your website gets served up higher in the search rankings for the keywords that you choose to rank for. So why is SEO important? SEO is a way to get the search engines to recognize your website and your business. It's a way to gain visibility to potential customers all over the world. You want to be driving organic traffic to your website and therefore to your business, and hopefully over time, that traffic will then turn into conversions or customers. Now it takes time. SEO is more of a long game marketing strategy. Not that it's not possible to get some quick wins and possibly rank high right off the bat if you're lucky, but you really need to think of it and approach it as a long-term strategy. You are going to be working on building up your authority, that know, like, and trust factor, not only for your users, but basically to the search engines. The search engines are looking for content that is well-structured, has a good user experience, is of high quality, shows a level of expertise. And if you're consistent, you will continue to build that authority and trust with the search engines and over time increase your rankings. Now, of course, you can also employ an ad strategy by purchasing ads that target the keywords that you're going to want to rank for, and that might help speed up some of your ranking early on. But it can be a very expensive and hit or miss type of approach. So if you're just starting out, nailing the basics and starting to build your strategy over time is probably a much more beneficial way to go. And then when you're ready and you have more experience, you can target ads. The great thing about SEO is that because it's a longer term strategy, the SEO optimized content that you create generally has a much longer shelf life than the things that you do on other social media platforms such as Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, where the amount of time that your content is visible or seen can be very short, maybe hours or days. Whereas the content that you're going to be creating for an SEO optimization perspective hopefully be lasting for potentially years. I can say this from experience. In fact, a blog post that I wrote over 2 years ago for my yoga business is still the number one driver of traffic to my website. So if you take the time to do your research and structure your content in an SEO-friendly manner, over time, it will serve you much longer than a quick reel or a fleeting post. And when I'm talking about SEO-optimized content, I'm not just talking about blog posts. We're talking about an all-encompassing strategy that addresses the structure of your content, i.e. your structure of your website and the pages on your website, structure of your blog posts, anything that you do outside of your website that helps to drive traffic to your website, such as YouTube videos or podcast episodes, and even your social media posts. All of these, if you have a consistent SEO strategy, can work together to help increase your results. So what are the different main types of SEO that you want to be thinking about? So first is on-page SEO. On-page SEO is basically what it sounds like. These are the things that you're doing on the pages of your website to optimize it to be found in the search engines. So what does this entail? Well, we've hinted about it, keywords, making sure that you have done good keyword research and are optimizing your website pages for those keywords. Now we're going to go into the details behind this in future videos, so I'm just going to give you the highlights here. But in addition to optimizing your content and your pages for your keywords, you want to make sure to have quality content. The search engines are looking for high quality, relevant, and authoritative content that is going to address the needs of your users. So you're wanting that content to be longer and more comprehensive when it comes to like a blog post, so things over 1,000 to 1,500 words, but it needs to be valuable. So quick hint, just don't ask an AI tool to write a blog post for you, copy and paste it. You really need to make sure that you are putting value and time into it and making sure it addresses what your users are looking for. The search engines are smarter than you think. We're also talking about things that are in the structure of your website. So tags that you use for your titles, your meta descriptions. These meta descriptions are what you see when you go into Google and you type in a search word and the results come up and you'll see the title. And then what's below it, that's a meta description. Also, how your URLs are structured. Do they include your keywords? The headings in your site and in your content. The images that you use, and are they structured for alt text? Again, all of these will be going into detail in a future video. I'll share with you exactly how to do this. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We also want to think about linking, both internal and external linking from our site. Internal linking means linking from within the pages of your website. So if you have, for example, a services page, you're linking that to an FAQ page, your home page links to your services page. Everything is linking together to send the message that this stuff is all related. If you have blog posts, you may be linking to other relevant blog posts or back to a relevant service page. So creating that map that the search engines can look at and say, this makes sense. These things all relate together. There's also external linking. And the key with external linking is if you are linking out to relevant content or information that is not on your website, you want to make sure that you set that up to open in a separate tab. That way, when the traffic moves over there, your website is still open on their browser and you're not losing that SEO traffic. You also want to make sure that your website is designed in a responsive manner so that it is easily viewed on multiple different device types, from phones to tablets to desktops. Things like page speed can really affect your rankings as well. All of these are the types of things that will affect the overall user experience, and the better that they are, the more highly valued the search engines are going to rank. Also, search engines are going to want to know that you are keeping information fresh and updated. So they will notice if things have seemed stagnant for a while or if you aren't consistently adding or updating content. So you want to make sure you're keeping things up to date and fresh. That sends a signal to the search engines as well. Now, we have on-page SEO. There's off-page SEO. And it's just what it sounds like there too. Off-page SEO are the activities or the things that you do off the pages of your website that will still help drive traffic to your website. One of the most common ways of doing this is through backlinks. Backlinks are where your website is listed on another business's or person's website. The key to that link is making sure that it is linked from authoritative, high quality, relevant websites. Much like you will see people trying to sell you followers or email addresses, you will find people trying to sell you backlinks. Don't do it. Focus on finding organic, high quality, relevant backlinks with people, businesses, or clients that are in your industry or in your specific niche. That is going to send a huge signal to the search engines that you are the real thing. Now, this can take time. With the more reputable, high-quality backlinks that you can have driving traffic to your website, the better the search engines are going to rank you. Some of the ways of getting backlinks are through clients listing your site on their websites as relevant, As a web designer, for example, my website is linked in the footer of my clients' websites. Another very popular way of getting reputable backlinks is through guest blogging or being a guest on podcasts. If you can collaborate with people in your industry or adjacent to your industry that will find your content and your expertise valuable, being able to offer blog posts for their websites or being a guest on their podcasts are a way for you to serve content to a larger audience and having them link back to you. Also, your social media engagement is important. So while your social media posts and things maybe don't have as long as a lifespan, you want to make sure that your social media engagement is relevant, that you're driving people to links to your website, and also that if you're offering comments or valuable comments, that you are showing that authority and helping drive people to your traffic, either by offering a link or saying, hey, I wrote a blog post about this particular topic. You can check it out here. So, general engagement will also keep you relevant and show that you are active in the field that you are proclaiming to be an expert. Other great areas to target would be online forums and communities or Q&A platforms. So think of relevant Facebook groups to your industry, places like Reddit, Quora, areas where you can engage as an expert in your field and offer commentary, provide good resources or information back to people will help, again, drive people to your website and to your business. You can also think of this through serving up content on different platforms such as YouTube and Pinterest. If you think about it, YouTube and Pinterest may be often thought of as other social media platforms. The reality is they're also giant search engines. So if you are consistent in your strategy, you can be creating content for those two platforms. Will also help drive traffic back to your website and to your other content. And finally, think about online directories. So if there are relevant directories for your industry where you can get your business or your name listed and links in there, that will also help increase your authority and have you seen in more places. Finally, I want to touch upon one last type of SEO that basically encompasses both on-page and off-page SEO. And that's local SEO. And this is particularly important if you have a local business, a local brick and mortar location for your business, and you want local people to be able to see and find your business. And ways to achieve good local SEO on page is to make sure that on your website that your business location, your hours, all of that relevant information is up to date and visible on your website. So for example, in addition to having that listed in your footer, you want to engage that in your copy as well. So if you're on your homepage, instead of just saying yoga studio, say yoga studio serving Boston, Brookline, and Cambridge, for example. This helps to ensure that when people are going in and searching for yoga studios near me and they're in Boston, Brookline, or Cambridge area, you have a better chance of showing up. Another important component to that is to have a Google business profile, and whenever possible, to encourage your customers to leave reviews on Google. All of that will help increase your visibility, increase your authority locally, and make sure that you get seen higher up in those search results. People are looking for local businesses for the industry that you serve. Okay, so that wraps up what is SEO and the 3 different types of SEO that you're going to want to be tackling as a part of your SEO strategy. Next up in the series, we're going to be talking about keywords. So what are they, the different types, ways of researching them, and helpful tools and resources to make that a lot easier as well. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.